What is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good today. Got some good sleep last night. That's been kind of in short supply as of late. Oy. I'm one of them people that I'll be just so dead tired, and then I'll lay down, and that's when I start thinking about all the mysteries of the world. You know what I mean? All right, audio check just came through, and we sound like we're in good shape. So we'll put that over there. And we'll turn that down a little bit. Put that actually underneath there because cats have a tendency to touch those things and they're horrible people. So, anyway, as I said before, no, today is not my birthday, but it's very close. And we're choosing to celebrate it today because I'm not going to be streaming when it's my birthday. So, anywho, so yay. Another year. The older you get, the less they mean. It's almost like you're just like, dude, got the cake and cookies. It's like, you get to a point where it's just another day. It's a weekday, weekend, whatever. Mrs. Rabbit still likes to go out to eat and all that stuff. I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's just another day now. But I'm thankful for it. Another year. Made it. So we'll keep on going. I told her that I was like, oh man, we should do a drinking stream, adult beverages, but I can't do that, unfortunately. Those were for my younger days, where we had health concerns. But anywho, so here we are. Well, where do we stand? We have been producing things like crazy. In fact, look at this. Boy, oh, it's usually as full. We used a lot of water. I got 6 units on the roof and 2 destills I've been supplementing that with, and it's still down low. It is what it is. I kind of prided myself on having, boxes full of materials and finished materials. For instance, I went and collected enough steel to completely process and fill up a box full of steel ingots. And then I went and got the materials that I could fill up the boxes of materials. So I had this huge amount of stuff. And then I just didn't bother to go get it anymore. That was helped by trying to complete one of the achievements for mining 10,000 of each material, and yeah, that helped out a lot. I think I have a visitor. I don't think my doors are open. Oh no, it's guild set. Hello, Jiggy. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, buddy. He knows I love those things. I actually have to go to Hurricane and get mine. What I'm talking about there is we took the tool vendor, and I haven't been there yet. Bye, Jiggy. Because we're gonna go and we're gonna put that in our switch box so that we don't lose it. And there we are. But yeah, going to collect 10,000, that definitely helped us do more boxes and fill up. And I guess we got a little lazy or complacent. Just become a badge for surviving life's ultimate survival game. Yeah, it's I wouldn't call it leveling up because, man, year after year after year, seem to get more tired and being able to do less. But I guess you're technically leveling up. But so a couple things that we've done here as of late, and this is also what's making us produce a bunch of stuff more. I want to talk about these skills in the skill specializations. You know what? Let's start from beginning. So if you go into skills, and then down here you'll see if you hit the hotkey G or just click on this, you bring up your specializations. This is what all those Lance Rad tasks are for. We have pretty much been equally spreading up until this point between crafting and exploration, but we've also been focusing pretty heavily on combat. This helps in like the overland maps, the stations, the DD, and everything, but it also is for PvP, and it does also translate to vehicles because you get the damage bonus and a damage mitigation bonus in combat. You're doing damage no matter who you're shooting at, so it does translate over. So it just makes you better in combat as well. And with the higher level overland map dungeons, excuse me, my copy's doing a number, and fighting other players and all the other things, and even the NPCs in the game. Extra damage and damage mitigation is never a bad thing. So we have put more into combat than anything else. Exploration is just absolutely great because you get faster vehicle speeds, heat dissipation, you get more volume for your bag, plus you get extra slots in your backpack so you can carry more. So there's all sorts of great things in there, pretty much for anything. So, you know, you go do some mining and you can carry more, which is great. You you want to go out to a PvP dungeon or overland map dungeons, you can carry more stuff. So that's just great. Initially, I was just super excited about being able to get places faster and carry more stuff. But that's mainly what exploration is going to get you. There are a couple other good things, but yeah, this was huge for me. I wanted to do this, and then also crafting because you get all sorts of cool bonuses in here. You can put more augments on weapons, so you can get like 1 or 2 or 3. Your cost reduction's better. You get better yields from your machines. That was kind of a sneaky one. I didn't expect that to be as cool as it is, but it definitely is. The big thing here is your crafting. You get a higher durability. I'm currently level 53, so whatever level you're at, you get more. Which is a good thing because then your stuff's not breaking as often. One of the big complaints people have is the durability loss. And yeah, it can suck. Oh, co-pilot's out. He's like, screw this, I'm done. But durability is an issue, and it used to be worse. They've kind of changed a little bit, and being able to make something that, I don't know if they're health points or hit points or whatever you call them, durability points or whatever. Normally, when you make something that's got 100, mine will have 153, and when you get that up to a level 100, then you get 200 points, which means things can take more of a beating. You have to spend less time fixing them, which is also great. As far as gathering, my gathering was okay. The more mining I've been doing lately, the more I probably should have put into this, but it's what it is. And then finally, sabotage. I have yet to really find a use for sabotage. I mean, it's nice that you get extra damage against staggered targets, and that I believe is in addition to anything you have in combat, but not worried that much about staggering things. But anywho, so up until this point, we have been focusing on combat, we've been focusing on exploration, and we've been focusing on crafting. And this also allowed us to do a whole lot of like triple mission runs where we would go to the wreck of the Taiki and be able to knock out 3 missions while we're there, which is great, get them done quickly. But here as of late, I have been focusing almost strictly on combat. I want to get those points up higher. I actually was progressing almost equally between the 3, but since I've started focusing on combat alone, you could see that 53, 53, and now I'm at 74 combat. So, and we're right here going to get ourselves the combatant helm variant, which is going to be great for a guy who purposefully has it in his game where he doesn't wear the, he can't see the helmet. It's just my old head sticking out. Whatever. We'll see what it looks like, though. But, yep, we're almost at 75, which is good. Gathering only applies to by hand, which is still not as great as using the buggy, as far as I've seen. Exactly. If they had made it buggy as well, kind of like combat works in vehicles, if this had worked in vehicles, it would have been hugely helpful. I mean, I love the fact that under gathering, like, not the mineral one. There you go. Oh, thank God I can get more scrap, you know. Because that's not laying everywhere. They should have had like a fuel cell. A fuel cell thing would have been better. This is nice. The power drain. Anytime you can save power, that's good. But yeah, it's just not as useful as the other three. But it gives me something to do once I get the other ones done. But today we're going to focus on doing a whole bunch of combat missions, just for the points. With them doing, well, I forgot I was standing outside. Get myself killed by a storm or something silly. For my lands rad stuff, I'm still kind of running that heavy total. Excuse me. Try to clear that so I don't sound so bad. I'm at 24, and now normally I would have knocked that completely out once they gave us that bonus 35 starting the week off. But doing strictly combat missions, man, it's been rough. It's been real rough. I will say, though, I still don't like doing the Grave of the Fireflies just because it takes longer. I used to skip the Simpo or Desimpo, I don't know how you say it, but no, I was skipping those missions, but they're actually pretty easy. The more I got to know the layout, better off we did. So, but we're going to focus strictly on combat right now until we get to 75. Then we'll kind of spread them out a little bit more. Still mostly combat, but we'll spread them out a little further. We do have an issue, though, because already I have completed, cancel that, I've completed the swatches for every single one of these combat houses. I've done quite a few of them. There's still some, mostly the sabotage ones, that I haven't gotten. But, so I don't have any 14,000 point loyalties to any of these houses. And we've already won the Landsrad, so that's done. And I'm going to be a little selfish and focus on just, it's just some me time right now. So I was doing Nova Bronze just to get this buggy engine. And I wanted to do enough of Moritani to get that Taro cut array. And that's what you want to do when you're free to choose anything, is some items or some things that you might want is where you can put your points. Like this is a good one. Okay, so the Solari, 10,000's nice, but whatever. Acaronian chest plate is cool, but it's not graded, and I have better equipment than I'm wearing, so it doesn't help me. Thermo responsive ray amplifiers. Get 50 of those. It's a material. 100 irradiated cores. It's a material. And I already have that swatch. So what we're basically doing is we look around to see if there's anything that's of interest to us. Here we can get some more thermo responsive rays, which we've already gotten. The still suit boots I don't need. The Solari I didn't care about. The bigger buggy boot, Mark 5. I usually use Mark 6s, so it didn't matter. I wanted that bloodshot buggy engine, so we pushed through that one, but there's no reason to put points there. Plasteel composite armor plating is good. It's only 50, but it's still good. Advanced machinery isn't going to hurt either. So we're going to put some points into Thorvald. And of course, like I said, Moritani, I at least wanted to get the Taro cut array. Don't need the other stuff, but if we don't have a place to put points, then we don't. So, let's see. We got Heart of the Matter, which is taking us to the Taiki, and Spring in the Trap, which is the signal mission, which I've done so many times I could cry. We're going to take this one, and we'll put some points on the board for the team. And then we're going to take this one. This is going to be the first place we're going to go, because there's also another mission in combat that takes you to the Blushing Cavern, and if we're lucky, we'll get that. So let's see. We'll take that. We'll do some Thorvald stuffs as well. And then I'm just going to kind of leave it there. Theoretically, I could look for something else that's in one of these two places. But like I said, we're focusing pretty heavily on combat these days. So. And that honestly is the root of all my problems, is that combat score, because we're starting to get a little, little shooty on my world here. I'm gonna put this on because we know we're gonna use it. But yeah, with the split coming for the deep desert. I still don't like combat in this game. I think that it needs direction and it needs parameters instead of just this Wild West deep desert attitude. Some people will say that this Wild West type style is lore accurate. Not really. If we wanted to be lore accurate, we would hide in the sand or hide in the rocks for 5 or 6 hours and wait for somebody to come along and collect spice. And if we did end up fighting, it would be some large scale insane battle, which I'd be totally for. Or it would be one-on-one combat that everybody gets to watch. So I'm not really a big fan of the way combat and PvP is set up in this game. But you can't always sit there and complain, and sometimes you just got to play the game you're given. So that's what we're doing. And we're starting to get more into the PvP aspects of this game. The reason is for two reasons that three reasons I'm doing this. Number one, it just makes my gameplay better because, you know, if I have 75% damage increase versus 20, it's a huge difference, you know. So when I'm doing higher level or higher difficulty overland maps, they're going better, they're going faster. It's really cool to, you know, stabby stab or shoot somebody and they just fall down immediately instead of having to do this constant series of things. What are we trying to do here? All right, we're gonna pull that out. So number one, it just makes our game go better the more damage we can do. And I would fully expect that as things continue to come out, like newer content when they do some updates. See, that's another thing, like the locator on these. Thank you. Your auto-targeting is just terrible. You should give us a way to do it ourselves. Okay, I'm jingle, jingle, jingle. See, not a fan of combat in the first place. Second is I have no intention of ambushing people, and I am honestly quite content with letting people be themselves if people let me. When I see somebody collecting spice, good on them, you know? Come on, dude. See, a higher percentage, that guy would be dead. There we go. But I'm content to just let people exist. Now, in that same aspect, say I'm flying out to a spice blow. I see it out there in the deep desert. I go out there and there's already somebody on it. Oh, I'm picking stuff up. In my mind, or in the way I see it, it's good on you. I missed it. And I go elsewhere. Yeah, you could, you know, more than one person can do spice, but oh, got it off just a second too quick for you, bud. That was neat, though. Synchronized stabbies. Good. Yeah, there is enough room to do it, but it gets crowded. It gets dangerous because people, you know, worms come for everybody, and bad things can occur. So I usually just, you know, oh, I missed. I usually just write it up as, you know, good on you, I missed out. The other issue, though, is that I can't expect people to play the same way I do. This thing break through that shield? I can set his ass on fire. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with you anymore. Oh, my darts are gonna be gone. Oh, he's up there. Okay. I can't expect people to show me the same consideration, thought, courtesy, whatever words you want to use for it. Big proponent of play the game the way you want to, and if you don't feel that seeing somebody already on a spice bloom means that you should just, you know, drive on, okay. But that does create issues. Makes things more dangerous. I can control when a worm gets summoned. In fact, I can do a field and never actually get a worm to show up if I want to. And especially don't like people putting my carrier and my crawler at risk, so I have been quote-unquote chased from fields. I don't think you can consider it chasing me off if I don't want to be there. Would I stay if they weren't? Yes, but regardless. But anywho, I'm always been content to just let people be, and preferably to be left alone in myself. And there is a big concern that this new split DD is going to exacerbate the griefing problem. I agree. I think it will in certain situations, but I don't think that's a game problem. That's a player problem. That's people. People are just douchebags. So, and honestly, if you ever figure out how to get rid of all the douchebags in a game, you're going to be a hero. You will really, like that. If you could do it in real life too, holy cow. But they exist everywhere, so you're not going to be able to get rid of them. And we're going to see an increase in issues or situations of griefing. My server, there's already been some rumors of such. Okay, sorry to interrupt, but let's hope we get a good mission. All right, what did we get? Let's come up here and cancel that so we're not standing in the sun roasting in our suit. We're already actually in pretty bad shape. Okay, lands red missions. False flag strike. All right, so this worked out really great because springing a trap, we have to go to Blushing Caverns. Now we can do 2 missions while we're there, and they're both for the XP we're looking to get. So, yay, that worked out. To the Blushing Cavern we go. So we got to turn deserters against each other and then find out who's signaling. This is my least favorite Blushing Cat. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. The one... is it field testing? Yeah, this one. Oh my gosh, there's too many vehicles. We could do it right now, but we don't need gathering points. So that, yeah, sorry. I'm wandering again. That's why we are increasing our production. Started using some of our resources, and why we are focusing on more combat, is because we fully expect that griefing is going to start to rear its ugly head. And we plan, now I don't plan on griefing anybody. I'm also not the kind of person that's going to grief somebody who's griefed me. You could say stooping to their level or whatever, or, you know, taking the high road or anything. It's just, no, I don't want to do that. But if they want to hang out in the PvP desert, the deep desert specifically for PvP, I'll go meet them there. That's a good place to sort out some differences. And I also think that if the PvP deep desert is healthy, the people that would be griefing may not be as prevalent in the PvE side. So it's kind of my same theory with the market. If your market sucks, ask yourself, have you ever sold anything on it? Because if you haven't, you're kind of part of the problem. Put some stuff up for sale and then start complaining. Well, if it doesn't sell, start complaining. Oh my God. This is so much better than the way I used to do it. Oh my gosh. Almost yeeted ourselves right off the edge. I don't know if I can say that I almost do that, because that one's always planned. That's pretty much how I'm sure you're going to see it multiple times tonight. So we're going to be doing basically the same thing. Then this next one, I almost pointed at the screen. I'm going to land right beside the little transmitter thing right here. My favorite little spot to land. So that's great. This one, now we haven't figured this one out yet, guys. First off, we come at it like a bat out of hell. So we're flying at full speed. Sometimes we overshoot it. Sometimes we don't even get close to the mark. If I have my option, I want to land like right in this little cave thing here. We're coming in a little low. And then we just ricochet off and barely caught the edge. If I could, I want to land right here. So then you can just wait for that thing to explode in your face, but then you just crouch down. We're going to wait for the fire to go out. Yeah, I know we got heat stroke, but it'll be fine. This is where I'd want to land. I can't do it yet. Maybe someday we'll come out here and just, you know, without having the mission loaded, we'll start practicing that up. Usually I'll snipe these guys from up here. I'll tell you what, though, we're just going to go down there and... Yeah, we're just going to go down here and... Let's just get it started, right? Did he shoot his friend? Guy ran all that way just to miss and then get stabbed in the face. Feel bad for him. Not really. Alright, so we did do the first step with the little laser things you see there in the air, and then we switched to the other mission. We're actually going to get this one completely done. We usually get a little more speed than that. But yeah, we're going to finish this one completely and then go back to the first one we missed because we got to go down in the cave. I'm not going to waste my time sniping.
There's someone here. Found you. I require assistance.
A couple more guys and we're done. Hey. Damn, put that thing right on my forehead. Holy cow, dude. I do like that double quick attack. Oh, you know what? I need to pick up light darts because I've been shooting the hell out of them. Especially that one guy that earlier. How are we doing? Yeah, we only got 200 light darts. I gotta focus on that a little bit more. Okay, that's done. Now we're back on the other one. We're not gonna snipe these guys either. We're just gonna get in here and get it done. Ah. I usually take the time to kill the snipers up there. They really aren't, like you see, they're not doing anything. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but we'll go ahead and get rid of them at least. Ooh. So I never had a good shotgun. I never had a good scattergun at all. And then we finally got our hands on this one, which is a level 4 or a grade 4 shell burster. We're having loads of fun with this thing, as you can see. That's where the light dart issue is coming from. It's worth it taking a little bit of damage. I got health packs. Ooh, you got a burst shot. Nice. We got to switch to stabbies though here.
Someone's here. Eyes on hostile.
Okay. That should be everybody, and now we just gotta leave and we'll get 2 missions down. You know, with all this ethereal, it sure would be nice if we had access to the side bags, the saddle bags on our Thopters. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why they don't let us. It's unfortunate, though. We're getting better at this, too. Oh, and then as he says it, he screws it completely up. But if you don't pull this off, bad things occur, you know? Getting better at this, and then proceeds to do it as poorly as he's ever done it. We're not done yet. See, that's why live streaming is so much better than just strictly making videos. That you would have never seen that if I just did videos. That would never, there was no way that happened. I'm having a pretty good birthday. Went out to a steakhouse. It was very nice. The other day, kind of a family dinner. My son's birthday is in the same month as well, so we kind of knocked 2 birds with 1 stone. And yeah, the older I get, the quieter I like them. So Mrs. Rabbit still wants to. She was like, "Oh, you want to go do something? We could do stuff this weekend." She's working, but she's like, "If you want it." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't." I just don't. Sit down. Oh, we got to cancel that because we don't have any missions selected. Before we do that, we should be, what, 3 missions away from 75? Nope, 2. So we do 2 more and we got it. Then we got our ugly Star Wars villain guy helmet looking thing. That's what it looks like to me, like the guys from the prequels. I don't know. Maybe it'll look different once I get it. Yeah, let's actually look at things. So probably the Ghosts of Simpo are going to be there. We'll see what the other one is. Yep. So we're going back to the Taiki. And then the ghosts. So we'll accept that. Put it over here. And then we'll accept that, and we'll put it over here as well. And that actually will be enough to get to the 75. So hooray. We'll go do them in quick succession. And then we'll see what's left. Down to 21 out of 35. This number, as long as it's below 30, doesn't matter. If you have 31 and then this timer goes away and cycles, then you're going to only have 35, so you lost access to a mission. So as long as you keep it low. Below 30, it's fine. You can make it 0 if you want. This is what happens when I try to do those, though. We're actually going to go to this Taiki first, because it's closer to where we're at right now. And then this is closer to home. Radiation suit. Oddly enough, I was playing earlier today, just getting things going, putting some stuff in production, etc. We had to do several runs. Did 2 aluminum runs in the buggy, threw our radiation suit on, and got down into Shoal and went and got some jasmium for production. Then we went out and got some fuel cells. Technically still need most of what I just listed off. But we're also going to strap that buggy on to head out to the deep desert and see if we can get some plastanium. That hurt. You can what we'll probably do is just carry the buggy itself, go fill it up, and then zip on back. If you've got plenty of time, though, you can break your buggy apart, stick it in a container, and take the container out and fill it up with the materials. You just keep driving around, keep going. And you bring back a massive amount of resources then. I honestly have not gotten to the point where that's the kind of life I'm living. But we're thinking about it. I'm going to be honest. All right. So what I was thinking there was, I was like, I wonder, can we do this? Get out of the sun. I was thinking to myself, like, can we do this without killing anybody? Can we just run in and get it? And for the most part, yes, we can. However, once you enter into that second cargo bay area, the doors turn red. You got to kill everybody in there. So I'm just going to yawn and let it go. Otherwise, if you don't kill them, then the doors won't open and you can't get out. So, unfortunately, we have to hurt people.
There's someone here. We've got...
Sometimes there's 2 people here, sometimes there's just the one. Very strange. All good materials coming from here, though. I maybe should spend a little more time looting in this place. I'm gonna go get this one. Bold choice. Bold move, Cotton. See how it works out for him. Yeah, see, once I cross over into there and mess with those guys, it locks the door, so I have to kill somebody at least. Same thing with the Ghost of Simpo. You can get through most of that on rather a pacifistic method, but eventually you got to kill the main guy. So that plasteel plating, the plasteel plates that I get, most of the reason I'm getting them is for that. So it's kind of nice to getting them already pre-made. Where you going? I'm coming. Poor guy. And we're doing this the exact same way we did before. If we hadn't... Oh, I cannot believe that we didn't just, like, seriously hurt ourselves. Go ahead and reload. You know what? We're going to pull that sniper rifle out because she's low, too. Okay. We're not going to do the... Oh, hey. We're not going to do that super awesome stab. We're going to... We're going to actually try to do that. There we go. We still got it in us.
They're coming. I need backup.
Access granted. Those guys you're going to have to kill. From here on out, though, we can run. I would also grab some jasmine crystals since they're right there, but like I said, we took a buggy down into Shoal and we got plenty. More than enough. We're gonna make a run for this, though. It's dangerous making me do this many missions in order to max out a skill, because I have honestly gotten to the point where I just don't care anymore. I mean, it used to be cool to run around and explore and do this and that, and now honestly I just want to get it done. That's all I want to do, is I want to get it done. This time I'm not going to run over there and grab a bunch of plant fibers. It's like, screw it, I got a bunch of plant fibers, and if I need more, I'll be alright. I think they're getting rid of that, though, if I'm not mistaken. So the plant fiber patch is going to go away. But unfortunately, what we end up doing there is we end up convincing ourselves that we... Oh, it came in low. That we have to go get it, because, oh no, it's going to disappear. Alright, yep, perfect. So this is the second to last one. Claim. And since we're not dying from radiation anymore, we'll go ahead and do this. This, that, this, and that. Awesome. Yeah, I just don't care anymore. I just want to get them done. Might just be reduced, so it's not that one spot. There's still plenty, yeah. It is a fertile grounds, but I don't know, Funcom. It's like they realize that we don't have to can't make it too easy on us, right? Fun police, getting rid of all the cool stuffs. Okay, so this one, I've been working on trying to get this done quickly, and the best way to do that. Sometimes I can pull off a really awesome jump that gets me that 185 right away. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, this is good. Alright, so we get airborne. I think we came in a little too high. Yep. Alright, so examine that corpse. We look for the drag marks. We come around here. And we look at this dead guy. And then we go around here. Oh, did it wrong. Sorry. And we look at this dead guy. And then we look at this dead guy. Unfortunately, I'm not tracking it, so it doesn't show as well. We really don't even have to worry about the bad people. We gotta come over here to the cistern and look at a book. Close. Once we look at the book, we've got to go up here. And we can make it in a decent jump. We target it right. And that's the guy we gotta kill. He's dead now. And then we can evade all these people. And we just barely made that. That's cool. They can shoot at us all they want. Quick. 75, look at us. So yeah, that originally when I came here, because I didn't know the area and I'd wander around like a moron, but that goes to Simpo, whatever it is that's a quick and dirty mission. And I kind of like it, gotta admit. Oh my goodness. So we just hit our 75 mark. We're going to keep the pressure on, though. We still got 19 missions. Let's see what we got. That horrible singing one, or the signal one, and Wreck at the Tyche, which we just left. Literally, just left. If we cancel this, I don't think it's going to give us anything good. Been a while since we did the decapitation strike, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll leave that one tracked. Although, if you watch my content, you've seen me do that one often. With the Shigawire flyaway, we've gotten a whole lot faster with that one, too. We have reading the mail. Wonder if we should potentially run another one. We might. After a while, I do become keenly aware of the fact that we got one mission, leave, one mission, leave, one mission, leave. It's just irritating the crap out of me. Apparently there's a patch coming that's going to fix these load times. So reading the mail, this is where you got to make a generator. And you can kind of do it in line with this. don't really need crafting. Honestly, would rather do some exploration. I want to get up into this range, like 62. I mean the heat dissipation rate, but here we get better fuel efficiency, which is always good. Some extra volume, quite a bit, and then we'll get ourselves a boost heat reduction, and then a heat dissipation, which is going to be great. So the more we use boosting, especially with anger in our sights, thanks to Jiggy, I don't have to worry about this as much. He is a guildmate who has hit 100%, level 100 on his crafting. So he can make things for us if we ask nicely. And they'll have that durability even though my skill rate isn't as good as his. So another reason to join a guild is it allows you to take advantage of certain things that you may not necessarily be able to do by yourself. Because if you're going to spec your way up to 100 here all by your little lonesome, everything else is kind of suffer. You're going to take longer in some of the fights. You're not going to get there as fast with that, etc. Sabotage won't affect you in any way, shape, or form, so don't worry about it. Oh, Jiggy's smiling. Yep. I hate asking, though. I'm going to ask. I got plans, Jiggy. I'm going to put you to work. All in one shot, though. It'll be good. It won't be too risky. I can't do another single mission, though. So we're going to go ahead and do some reading the mail. These are all taken up, and I don't think there's anybody I actually care about. Let's take a look. I guess I'll do House Hagal because I'm only one away from getting gun parts. Not anything else. Let's take a look. I haven't even started on this, but that's okay. We didn't do anything here. Soft step boots might have been cool, but I have several pairs, so I'm okay with it. And yeah, so Hagal it is. Looking at this list, there was one that makes me kind of sad, and it's this one right here, because I would love to get a set of albatross wings. But I need to do sabotage. We all know how I feel about that. I probably need Mutelli's, swatch as well. So my inner demon will start coming out being like, dude, you just did 10,500. Oh, you just did 11,000 points. Do 3 more missions. And then that's just pouring a whole bunch into it. But if I went ahead and dedicated the time to getting all of my XP bonuses done, if I do all 19 and then now I'm not getting XP, it won't matter. So I could go ahead and do sabotage missions, and I won't personally feel like I'm wasting effort. All right, we're going to do this. And I guess, like I said, it doesn't matter. So we're just going to do House Hagal. And there we are. Let's do something fun. We're not going to track either one of these missions. Even if you don't track them, they still have the indicators. But like I said, this is killing me because I've done this so many damn times. Oh, I don't have any salvaged metal. So I got to go find some salvaged metal before we can do anything. It's odd that I don't have any on me. Bunch up here. So, right there. Yes, there is. I did not even have a weapon out. I just ran up to the dude and was like, hi. We'll grab a fuel cell. Why not, right? Why the hell not? Don't really need to do this. Get this crazy about it. I just pulled like 260, and I definitely don't need that much. That just makes this number go way up. So we'll take this down. That's even high, but it'll be okay. We'll drop it. I can just like hit it with the cutter long enough to get just what I needed, but can't be bothered with that. So the next step is going to be to put these things behind the banners on the towers. I like to start on this rightmost as I'm heading towards them. Tower, because it puts me in a better position to the next step of this mission. So sometimes when I'm feeling saucy, we'll come up here. And then just when you get to the sniper towers is where you have to jump down. It does make this a little tricky sometimes. Come on. Tricky, not too bad.
Reveal yourself, found them.
He's spicy. And this guy just never leaves me alone, so unfortunately, he's got to die for the cause. Such a crazy stuff going on over there. Alright, then this will be the last one. Oh, I got too close. There we go. So those are all those things. Then it opens up the next set of arrows, but I know where I have to go. We have to go. Come on, man. Calm down. Keep hitting crouch instead of sprint. There we go. Overshot that just a bit. They were ready for me. And then we'll just kind of run around in a bit of a circle here. What's up, fire boy? Oh, come on. He was not... Oh, well. Okay, so now the next step is to go over there, but... Wow. We're going to switch to the other mission, which is to kill this sergeant right here. Once they're dead... Running down here... Hi. They're a little more angry here in the brood works than they normally are. Wonder what's going on with that? I mean, I'm running all over the place, starting, kicking all sorts of hornets' nests. All right, so we come up here. This is where El Lieutenante is. Dispatch with him. Come over here. This thing's gonna light up. Perfect.
Identify yourself.
I am gone is what I am. Maybe not. Now we got to get up there. This is also a good time to just go ahead and make this power generator, because that'll get that off the list. Now all we got to do is leave. At least for that one. Ow. Just grabbed it and added to the backpack, huh? Okay. I have been able to get all the way up here a few times. Still have not perfected this little slingshot maneuver, but we'll see. Yeah, we got some... Oh, there we go. Not gonna lie, I got scared by the flashing shield, so... Unfortunately. I'm gonna let that recharge a bit. Like I said, I've gotten all the way up here. In one shot. And we just kind of scoot along this way. If we're lucky, we'll get in there, we'll stab the commander guy, and we'll be on our way before we get mobbed. Sometimes it does not work, though. come in here. Yeah, this is one of those times that it just did not work. Come on. Oh, great. Alright, let's just kill you. We don't have to stick around. Sometimes it's fun to just kill them all, but sometimes we just want to go. Man, I lost a lot of stamina there. Did you see that? That's how you know I've been doing these missions way too much. The fact that I don't even track them anymore. Simpo stuff I still do sometimes. How's the grind going? It's going, man. There's one, and there's the other. Alright. Oh, I'm bringing up chat. Let's see if this matters. We're right beside this. Actually, I love this setup. This is 3 great missions. Springing the Trap's not as cool, because that's the signal one, but I don't know how many times we can do it. Let's do this one more time, and then we're done with these things. Can't do any more. I don't think I actually accepted it, did I? Yeah, we should actually accept it. Do some Thorvalden stuff, and we'll go do that. See if we can do this real quick. I'm going to leave this one tracked so you can see things as they cycle past. But, yeah, it doesn't take long to sort out that pattern. Can't really say no because technically it's on the way. This Simpo village thing, I don't know why they put it there. Why the hell they put it there? The overland map is big enough. They did not have to stick it right in that little spot. It just makes Arakeen travel and Broodworks. Everybody's in the way. Okay, so like I said, search the ruins for signs of raiders. And sometimes we pull this off, sometimes we don't. But I think the trick is to aim a little bit high up. Yeah, we're doing good here. Could have been better. Alright, so here's the first guy. Then we got some drag marks. And then we got dude laying there. And then we come this way. And we passed him. Dude laying there. Dude laying here. Go look at the cistern. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of them there. That's not cool. It's like they know what I'm doing. We did not get as good of a launch as I would have liked, but it'll be good enough. We're taking a lot of rounds, that's for sure. Hi. Excuse me. You can go back up. Go back out on the roof. That was an alright launch. Yeah, this one's nice, quick and easy. I don't even know how long that took me. Feels quick. Already halfway through 75. We just got 75 a little bit ago. Proud of myself. So we're heading home, but we're going to make a quick stop to visit some old friends. I do 3 missions. Once all is done, then I claim them. So I had to curate it in a way I don't have to fly zigzag. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of rubber banding and transit time that's Kind of getting lost here. Like I said, we're going to stop by and say hello to some old friends. And then we're going to shoot them. This was a place that when I first went there, I was like, holy cow, this is so cool. And then I grew to hate it because I don't know the specifics behind it, but it was incredibly laggy. Kind of like life is right now. Okay, we're good. We're back. All right, thank you. Should know better than to throw my jets as soon as I come in. But yeah, it was incredibly laggy when we went there in the beginning, and it seems to have fixed. Seems that they have fixed it. I'm of course speaking about Sentinel City, because we need ourselves industrial pumps. Still a little bit choppy unless there's a storm somewhere. Sandstorms used to not matter. Like it used to just be, you know, whatever. Over the last several months, we have seen terrible choppiness and stuttering and lag. All sorts of horrible things occur here. So the first place we're going is up here. And I'm just going to grab everything. We're not going to sort out too much. The only reason we're here is for industrial pumps. You didn't die right away? Hi. It's only a matter of time. Let's see. Where do we want to go? See, still choppy. There we go. Got some industrial pumps. And for a guy who's found himself suddenly in need of a lot of aluminum / duraluminum, this isn't such a bad place. You only get a little tiny bit, but at least we're getting something, right? Apparently, though, we are not going to get pumps from here. Oh, there's a hornet's nest in this place, huh? That's what you get for running through it, dude. Guy had some crazy length in that initial step. Ooh. It's nice to just stab them once and watch them fall down. 6 pumps, I'll take it. Gonna come upstairs and right there. Another 4 pumps. Okay. Doing good, good, it's good. Go ahead and take the arrows. Seven. Who's a fancy boy with 7 hydraulic pumps at a single box? That's what you get for shooting at me. None there, though. Another 6. We're doing well. Doing quite well, actually. Nah, I don't need healing. Oh.
Empty.
Hey. I like the fact that that little armband thing is so close. Don't make me go looking for it. I don't. 6 pumps. I'll take it. We'll take that, and sure, money, but I don't need the rest of this stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like our heavy darts are a little heavy. Bunch of money. Take that too. House to burst drill shot. It's nice. Don't need it though. Think got some darts to drop. We sure do. I've just kind of been tapping instead of you know, paying attention to what I do. At this point, you could turn around and leave. The rest of this, you got to go quite a bit of distance in order to get to the places that have stuff. Up ahead, there's a left turn, and then there'll be one chest on the way up. Then there'll be one at the top of the stairs and one around the corner. So there's 3 over there. And on the other side, I think there are 2 chests left to get. So, you know, it's RNG. It could be worth it, it could not. So we're going to keep track of how many pumps we're going to get. It's the only reason I'm here. Well, my bird's going to take some damage, but she'll be all right. So we're going to take a look and see how many pumps we get from this point on. Because we currently have 32 on us. I think we had 15 because we stopped and talked to Zoe before we came here. So we got Home Fry up here, taking a little potty break. Sometimes there's a sword person here, so you may want to reserve your initial shot for them. Just so you don't have to deal with them. There should be 2 more up around the corner, one of which will definitely be a melee guy. Or girl. We shouldn't judge. Whole lot of nothing right in here. Or there could be something that makes me look like an idiot for saying that, but I've never found anything. Okay, so he's supposed to have a friend. There's usually 2. Here's the chest. Without a single pump in it. Okay. And then right up here on the top of these stairs to the left, there's another one. Right there. I'm looking at it now, but we're going to deal with these guys. That it. I've looked through all of this. I haven't found anything of worth. So we've got this chest, which has a pump, so 1. Oh, I keep hitting that button. And then just right over here, there's another one. It's weird to have them close with another pump. Cancel. Thanks. So we're not doing so well. We've only gotten like 3. Seeing as how we opened a chest and got 7. You know, I shouldn't complain though. It's 3 more than we had before. I like how they spawn and then just collapse. It's like, oh, that's right, he killed you. I'd love to cut them open. Why is this guy alive? Alright. There's actually quite a bit of bad guys up ahead of here. Melee, some flamethrowers, and then some just these little douchebags. Sometimes you can catch sight of them and deal with them before you have to run up there, but it does not look like today is one of those days. It is not this day. And just as I switch gears and come running in, they come down the stairs. But that's okay. So we come up here, and there's a chest right around the corner with absolutely no pumps
Sector
in it.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
And then another one, very convenient, right here with 4. Okay, so we just got more in that one box than we did pretty much the whole run up here. Normally what I would do is just go out there and swoop right on over. Because it's easier than running back through all this. Plus, depending on how much time it takes, sometimes they respawn on you. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to water ourselves up. Go ahead and put some toilet paper rolls on. Storm is moving through pretty good.
You're trespassing. Identify yourself. To me.
I really couldn't care. So, I mean... And we just speed jump our way over here. This is a lot better than running through Sentinel City again, especially with the glitchiness or the lag. I could pocket my Thopter and just pop it out and fly away from the other thing, but I currently have a sand bike in my pocket, so I can't do that. Worth it? I don't know. I mean, it was something to do at least, but did not quite get what I was hoping we would get. So what we're going to do then is we're going to drop down here, drop all this stuff off, and we're going to go take it out on the Masquerade. Haven't been over to mess with them for quite a while, so they deserve our attention. So no, 38. So we were at 31, so we only got 7 for that whole extensive run. But yeah, we had 38. That's not bad. We'll just drop all of this stuff. I guess we'll keep that, though. Should be good. Storm's just leaving, so we're bouncing. So we're going to make a run for some carbide scraps and diamondine dust. I actually featured this run in a video where I was talking about my favorite routes for farming some items. And it hasn't changed. So let's see how many diamondines and carbide scraps we can pull from the Masquerade today. We need those for Thopter parts. 1 and 2, huh? Spice. So we're basically just going to make a really big circle. We're going to come over here. Come on, man. How did that not kill them? That was nicely done, sister. My God. Hey, 4 and 5. I'll take that. We're going to leave a box of meatballs in the box. Now come over here and see Charlie. What's going on, buddy? 15 and 12. Charlie, I love you. My man. Guess I dove in a little too close. Still getting things newly discovered. It's amazing. 3. Oh, get myself all shot up because I hit the wrong button. I was trying not to get close enough to start getting shot at, but whatever. Hi. Ooh. Not so spry now, are you, douchebag? 1 and 5. Somebody take a shot at me? 5 and 1. So, look at that. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Guess that's a guy up there taking shots at me. Hey, more power to him. You know what? If he can hit me, go for it. I do remember the early days. This was challenging. You know, there's a lot of bad guys in some of these spots. Yeah, we'll just end this. All this for a chest. Alright, let's do an actual parry. Oh, she got in there quick. Really thought I had it that time. That time I was too busy looking at the menu. Not the menu, the items list. That time I thought I had it, but she got me. There we go. I have to start doing that more. I don't do the... All that for 1. I don't do the combat parry. I usually do the huzzah deep stab. It's just easier. I gotta stop doing that because it's limiting me. Limiting me myself. I did play with a sword the other day. Just to put it back on there, and I could parry just like in the old days with it. So that at least is good. Okay. Now we go to the top of the big old building. Never walk through your wings, guys. Oh, good grab, dude. Hell yeah. What you got for me? 12? I'll take it. Might as well take that too. Nice little spark sword, but I don't need it. So we'll leave everything else. Oh, I guess I'm taking that spark sword, huh? Tried to jump up in the air and ended up picking it up with me. Okay. Yeah, I've never really looked. It's been a long time. I wonder if is there anything out here? I don't think there is. No. That's the other thing about patterning. Getting yourself a nice little route to go do this stuff with is if they ever make a change, you may not know, you know? You're looking right at me when I did that. And then turned. Oh, there's still one left. Ugh. Nope, guess I haven't added anything in here. 5 carbide scraps, I'll take it. Nothing else, though. Ah, okay. So now we've done the run. Why is she up so straight? Okay. And it drops down to let me in. How fat am I? Holy cow. Now that we've run through the outskirts area, now it's time to actually go inside here. There are some chests, like there's 1 or 2 that are up in this area, but I really don't go after them. It's just the amount of fighting you're gonna have to do, and just not worth it. Personally, I don't think so. So we're just gonna sit down right here, and we're gonna make this quick little run. And listen to the lady giving her speech still.
We carry the words, and we triumph over our adversaries. But not all Fremen have kept their bond. No, not all.
6. I'll take that.
Their devotion. No, our so-called brethren of the desert of Fremen in
I died in here one time from the electrocuting.
Fremen
Nice. 5 and 3. Jumped too high and got in. You know what, dude? 10. Ooh. But yeah, I jumped up and hit the electricity. Don't do that. It does not end well. I was gonna let you live. Not you, because you poisoned me, so you have to die. I think there's one, like, in that area, but it's just, I don't know. It just, it's a lot to go through.
Sanctify your hearts, my people, and forever live in Shai Hulud.
What the hell is going on here? Why are there so many respawn beacons? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 respawn beacons all in here. Now, I'm not questioning, like, if you want to put a respawn beacon down somewhere, where, I don't care, wherever you do it. It's just odd to see 8 of them in this spot. I love killing these guys, and I don't come here that often. So I don't know what's going on. Alright, you're dead. That's what you get for not paying attention, lady. I see this guy at least is trying to get some cover, but... Oh, Hollywooded that thing. See me hit the handrail? It's ridiculous. Where are you at? There you are. We took that one like a champ until the poison got him. Alright, should only be, I think, 2, maybe 3 more. There's a person over here. Oh, they went over there. Yep, and then there's that gunner. How are you still up? Why was there no... These guys are upsetting me. There should be one more sniper over this way. Unless that was one of the ones we just killed. Yeah, I think that was. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes they'll make changes and don't tell you about nothing. Maybe that's a different change. Wasn't hard to deal with, so I'm fine with it. So we came in here with 0 scraps and 0 dust. It's been a pretty darn good run, guys. Oh, 16 in one box. Yeah. Shadrath's still garbage. Shadrath. I'm going to take this just because it's not familiar. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I know I've gotten tons of spark swords. I'll show you why that is occurring. And then the other thing I want to do is I don't normally go this route because like I'll just turn around and head back out. But I don't think there's a box this way. No. So this leads out into the Odom. And there's this thing. There's no boxes at all. And the band that I picked up to let me get into that reward room is what allows me to get into here. I don't understand why this is here. Because there's no reason to go this way. Like, to run out there. If you park here, you can't get in. So you've got to go all the way around the entire thing. I don't know if maybe it was just like a change that they did later where they came up with like they had a goal or an idea, or like there was, I don't know. They had a plan of some kind, but I don't get it. As you can see, I'm like 500 meters away from my my bird at this point. There's nothing in here. I'm not looking now, but I have looked before. I thought there must be a reason. Like something in here, tucked in a corner, but no, there isn't. It's just these little weird boxes. Can't sneak in. I don't know. This, oh, sorry. Too used to flying. This area is just wide open with nothing in it. Makes no sense. That area you get shocked and killed it. And the other reason why I'm confused about all those respawn beacons is, like, okay, if you're just starting out and, you know, you're doing this, I can understand throwing a respawn beacon down. No issue with that, but are there 8 people that are running this right now? I haven't seen that many beacons in the same place since, whoa! What? I had somebody sitting on my, sitting on my bird. Is that you, Jiggy? I think that was Jiggy. How'd we do? 84 and 63. Not bad. That was a pretty good run. This. So this is an aluminum ingot. So this is an aluminum research item. Here's something else that I started doing. I started looking through all of this stuff to see which items I'm missing. And I want to start collecting all of them. And we started doing some hefty work down here I've got to get out to those deep desert testing stations. Excuse me, a lot more than I do now to get a good amount of these things. But that's where we're going to be going. I'll probably wait till the PvE side so I don't have to mess with people. But we got quite a bit here. We didn't do that well in the duraluminum. We got a lot of things that we have to get. Quite a few items here in the aluminum. By this time, I just wanted to keep going and get through the missions and progress. So that's why we've skipped most of the stuff. Is it going to matter? Do I need it? No, it's not really going to help. I've got better gear and better equipment, but it's just a bunch of black squares that I'm not real thrilled about seeing anymore. So there we go. So you can see I'm only missing one thing here. This is the hood, or the headpiece, the helmet from Aaron's set. And I don't like this because it comes out of the same chest. It's going to be one of these. And as you can see, I've gotten 2 chest and gloves. I've gotten way more. I just drop them on the ground. And I've never gotten the headpiece. So actually, I'll take you over there and show you where we got to go for that. But the whole reason we were talking about that is because I want to see Shadrith's still suit should be under aluminum. Okay, so here's Shadrith's stillsuit mask, and here's the Shadrith gloves, which means we needed that. That's awesome. It didn't look familiar. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought I had these 2 as well. So here, that item, as you can see, is a square, and it's black now. So we're going to go into our inventory, and we shall research this. Yes, I would like to research that. Let's dump everything here real quick. I don't even know where that came from. Or that. Small vehicle cell. Okay. So now if we go back to our research and go to here, when we come down to the aluminum phase, there we go. Yay! So that knocked one of them out, and I'm guessing I got to go back to the same place to get these, probably. But let's do our fingers crossed and see if we can get ourselves Aaron's helmet, or hood, I guess it is. That comes from one very specific place. So most of my gaps or my empty entries are literally just from me steamrolling the content. I just wanted to get it done to progress. So I left some things behind. Does it matter? No. Only matters to me, and since I'm the one playing this game, I do what I want. If I want to overheat, I'm going to. Nobody's gonna stop me. I used to avoid overheating like the plague, and now I just don't care. It'll be fine. It doesn't make me crash. It doesn't do anything except slow me down. Turning them off is going to make me do it anyway. Obviously, out in the deep desert, when you're fighting for your life, you might have a little more concern, but so we're actually heading back into South Haga Basin. That's the copper set is what we're missing. So we're crossing over here and coming in, and right in this little island right here, there is a crashed ornithopter, and behind it is a canopy with a chest, and that is where we get the item we're hoping for. Tell you what, Funcom, it's the birthday stream, so now's your chance. Crashed ornithopter. It's usually right there. I guess today we're not rendering, huh? Alright. But we got a constellation chest with a pair of gloves in it. I don't know if this stuff, like if you have to take it in order to get it to reset. I usually do, and then I just like run over here and drop it on the ground because I'm angry about it. But yeah, I definitely don't need these. But no, we got gloves again. At least some things never change. Okay. So we're just going to keep doing that until eventually the hood drops and then the copper set will be done. That middle section, man. Ugh. I don't know nothing. That middle section is going to be rough. The aluminum, duraluminum, because, man, I just steamrolled that. Not going to lie. And that's why we're lacking. No hands flying. I wonder if that base up there is the reason I'm getting so choppy. A lot going on up there. Alright, so let's take a look at our water. See if that's improved any. Oh, almost 400. That's great. I know we've been streaming for almost 2 hours now, and I did this earlier, so we're going to come over here. As choppy as we can be. No, see a warning yet. This box used to be full. We are down to 8. And it can hold 23 before it fills up. So we have been... your water is mining quite a few people. We need to get some reserves back. The aluminum, duraluminum, and plastanium that I've been refining has gotten to the point where I'll show you in a second. Let's see how much of this we have. Quite a bit. It's good. We'll drop it in the buggy. Down to 89. So, we've got about 1,000 ingots. Yeah, decent amount. We can get some production going now that we have the water for it. We just filled this back up. I actually had this completely emptied. None. I was like, wow. Couldn't tell you the last time I used that much jasmium. And we're doing okay here. So we shall we're gonna do all 700. Why not? We still have a ridiculous amount of strontium and strontium fibers, and we do not have titanium to match. Not too bad of an amount, actually, but we have lowered our stores, definitely. Left a couple in each box, except for this last one, just to kind of act as a placeholder. We're okay if we have to do something for ourselves, but it's not where I like being. But we've gotten so drastic with it that I actually found a use for my little side room over here where we built a whole nother ore refinery. I've never had to at the same time before. Partially the reason why we don't have any water in this base anymore. How far down did that take us? Oh, look. Almost all of it. I can't even make a plastanium ingot. That's amazing when you think of it, because I am running 6 wind traps on the roof, and I've been keeping these death stills going pretty regularly. It's tough on Arrakis, man. That's good. We're almost at the halfway mark. I'll take that. We got 13 minutes, so I still got a couple things I got to figure out what to do. Oh, I know something we have to do. We got to run over here and grab that so that we can buy ourselves a helmet. Okay, so that's empty space. I thought it was like a shield or something. Now you can see where the Star Wars reference was coming from, but actually that'll be my happy little face. Sure. That's just a variant, so we can actually see what that. Ooh. Before we run off, I've got to put this back, otherwise I won't remember it. This is the melange that I've had for weeks. This is what I took before I went to the server transfer weeks ago. I made sure this was completely full. So we've been using it, but we're at the halfway mark, right? Just a little bit below halfway, and it's gonna be time to do some spicing here pretty soon. Might have to make our combo deep desert base out there, refill the plastanium. Let's see, what does that look like? How do I see? How do I see? Stormtrooper. Stormtrooper with a hood. I mean, how do you see out of this one too? So, I mean, yeah, but... Alright, well, I guess. We don't need a variant, because we don't even let ours be seen, so... Boop. But there we go. Level 75 combat. And we're actually not that far. We're almost halfway to 76, which is pretty good. That number keeps getting higher, though. We're at the point now where we need at least 5 missions, because you get 125 for each one. So that gives us enough. So I've got to do, a day's worth of missions just to progress these, and it's, of course, going to keep getting higher and higher. Really wishing they had another double XP weekend event. In case they do, I'm not going to run this number all the way down. We still got Sunday and Monday, so there's going to be another 10 on there. That would be 26. I'd like to keep it somewhere between 15 and 25, and we'll do them as we need to. But otherwise, yeah, it'd be nice to pump all of them into combat right now, but I'd hate for a double XP weekend to show up and I just blew off a bunch of missions for no reason. I was kind of surprised that they didn't do a double XP when they gave us the maximum to 35 like they did before. Because usually when they did that, they accompanied it with some double XPs, but oh my. So, we'll talk a little bit before we head off. We only got about 9 minutes. Yeah, the big thing on the horizon is the split between the deep deserts. One for PvP, one for PvE. I don't agree that A row or row A on the PvP side is the only one that's PvE. I feel like they should have done A and B since those are shield wall positions, because there's not that much space to build in A to keep yourself safe. And I understand, being safe isn't the game, but if you're going to do continuous fighting, having a place to land that's in safety where you can repair, rearm, etc., would be handy. Yeah, in combat you don't necessarily get that, but the issue with that is they can't. There's no automated defenses, so the only way you could protect a base that's built out in the deep desert in the PvP zone is for people to be on. You're gonna have 24-hour presence. I mean, in a global game, yes, you can do that. You could have people that are, Europe, Asia. They could be within your guild, but that would only be 10 people if you split it between those 3 zones. And why would somebody, like, I wouldn't want to play on an EU server. My ping's going to be crap. Just so I could sit at a base and guard it? Come on, get real. So, yeah, I think maybe doing you're efficient with gathering. Well, thanks, Jiggy. I'm actually good, man. I got quite a few, and hopefully our production run is coming to an end. But yeah, I think maybe if they'd have added it, A and B might have been a little nicer. I can understand why they didn't. You need to have at least one zone where you can't hurt people, because otherwise people are just going to sit and spawn camp it, Just going to hang out until somebody spawns in and shoot them immediately without anything they could do. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not my call, but yeah. So, I think A is going to be incredibly crowded as far as building goes. And, I mean, if you build something out in the deep desert, go for it. I think the best thing to do would be to build an entire base built out of nothing but foundations and just have sub-beep and a couple generators inside the very center block. Just enough to keep the shields on it. Just let people sit there and carve their way through and have to cut through solid block all the way through, never finding anything. But whatever. The PvE side, I think, is going to be full of players, which will definitely be good. I've seen quite a few posts, forums, comments, Reddits, things like that. People are saying that, they're willing to come back and give it another try. I don't think they'll stick around, but I think we're going to see a change in the community. Hey, buddy, what's up? In the community, basically the way they interact with each other. And we're going to have to start forming some type of deep desert etiquette, I was harvesting a medium one time, got 3/4 of it done, and then some guys flew up in a carrier and just dropped their crawler onto the ground and started hitting the quarter that was left. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you bothering? Go find another one, go find your own. But whatever. But I do look forward to that. I hope it does bring some players back. I hope that people find the game enjoyable and stick around. I'm not sure. You all right there, bud? Yeah, I'm getting kisses. Good boy. No, not near the computer. Not near the computer, dude. Oh! You gotta go. You can't do that. You're pulling on cables. Oh, see? That's why I didn't want you doing it. He's caught up in a cable. Move your paw. Caught up in the headset cable, guys. I'm sorry. Come on, figure it out. There we go. You're not helping, little mister. This little son of a bitch isn't helping at all. Ah. And now the cable's pulled out, so I can't hear anything. That's okay. So, we'll have to see, though. Griefing is going to be a concern. But to be honest with you, those people were griefing anyway, so how's it any different? I'm hoping there's more PvP experiences going on. I kind of look forward to that. One thing I don't agree with at all is the removal of PvP zones in Haga. And the reason I feel that way is because let's say that I upset him by messing with him. Now he's beating up the other cats. That's how it goes. It's my fault. Let's say you're a player who's not done any kind of PvP in this game whatsoever. So all you've done is the stabby stabs and, you know, the super fun, awesome stuff that you do against the NPCs. And you want to start getting into PvP. There's only one place now that you'll be able to go. And that is a PvP deep desert. If you're lucky enough, you'll be in one that where people recognizing that set up like a dojo or an arena or whatever, and you can go there and practice and stuff if they're decent about it. But if there's people who are just like, hey, this is the PvP one, you came here to fight, there's no place to learn. I don't know how an individual player is going to grow. Whenever I do anything like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Destiny, anytime I did any kind of PvP like that, and I've said this before, each defeat was a learning experience where I could say, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? What should I have done? What were the good things? What were the bad? I can kind of do an after action look and see where I can improve and then work on that. A player who just starts getting into PvP, going up against somebody with graded gear and combat specialization maxed out, not going to learn anything. The only thing you're going to learn is you can't get shot once. Haga offered a place where you could learn to fight on a little more of a sensible scale. For instance, Jiggy's running around here right now. I could be like, yo, you want to go fight? And me and him, even though we're in a guild and we're very friendly and we're all happy, we could go to one of the little shipwrecks here in Haga and for the most part be left alone. Can't do that in the deep desert. We go out in the deep desert and we're fighting each other, somebody's going to come along and third party us, you know. Haga offered us the ability to do that, and with them making it go away, I don't know. So I think the removal of PvP locations in Haga was a mistake. But they did say that they're going to redo PvP in this game. They did a rework of PvE, quote, with the skill specializations, the overland dungeons. They said they've had big plans for PvP. And I guess we just have to have faith in that. I'm not one for faith. I like data more than speculations. I've seen some things where there's like tank parts that are on the playtest server and some new equipment for existing materials, existing vehicles. So perhaps there's going to be some changes to the way vehicles work, but I don't know. But I'm here and I'm going to stay here. I enjoy this game. It still does for me what I need, which is just something I can get in and get real serious and crazy if I want to, or I could just be relaxed and calm. You know, one day I can come in and go do overland dungeons. The next day I can come in and redo part of my base because I want it to look better. And then next day I can come in and go out into the deep desert and fight people. Just really depends on the kind of day I had and how I'm feeling at the moment. And I love that. So, anywho, we're going to call it a night here, guys. I'm going to sit there and got a couple more supply runs where I'm going to go get some materials. Not exciting, so you don't need to watch that. And then think about getting older. So there we have it. Not much more left to say. Well, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you have yourself a great weekend. Like, subscribe, and share. Those things all help. We broke the 700 mark, which is awesome. If I can just get off my dead ass and get some videos out, I'd be in real good shape. I had 2 that were built up, and then the PvE, PvP thing kind of threw a wrench into them, so most of it didn't apply anymore, and I like trying to figure out how to change it, and it just didn't work. I was speaking to another content creator who was kind of doing the same thing, and they were working on a project, and this change just kind of shotgunned it. So tears in the rain, you know. But yeah, I do still have the one for the market that I'm just going to finalize. We'll probably get that out tomorrow, hopefully Monday by the latest. And then we're waiting to see where the winds of Arrakis take us. But yep, like, subscribe, share, all those help the channel grow. Yeah. You want to say goodbye to everybody? Come here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. You're not Pickle. This is Oliver. Hey, buddy. Wow, what are you doing? This is Oliver. He looks just like Pickle, except his face is fatter. So is his booty. He's not normally this friendly, so something must be up. Their food bowl's probably empty. Right? He likes to bite. Like, not like the black and white cat bite. He likes to, like, when you pet him and he starts purring, he'll just nibble on you. It's the cutest thing ever, right? Right? But if he's upset with you, he will pee on your stuff. Which is why he's always a stone's throw away from not living here anymore. Be an outside cat, right? You would love that. He hates it. He hates outside. He's terrified of outside. Went away on a little weekend excursion. Came back and there was pee on my stuff. He was unhappy that I left. Then when I try to pet him, he doesn't want to be pet or held. I think it's the longest I've ever held him. He's doing it for the cameras. That way, when he attacks me, there's no video proof of it, right? Okay. You have yourself a good time. Okay, buddy? There you go. All right, guys. That's it for me. We're calling it a night. So, as always, I will see you out there. Take care.